What up? It is the question of the day. Seriously, how are you? Okay, I know this might seem kind of like a silly question, but I like to pose this question in these videos about once a month because I think that we just need a check-in, right? We just need like a, hey, like how are you doing? And we hear that all the time, right? Every day, probably many times a day. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? But no one really means it because it's just really an extension of saying hello. It's just an extension of saying like, hey, what's up? And so my question is that's why I put the seriously in there, right? Seriously, like how are you? Like how are you doing? Because sometimes we need the check-in, right? We need to check in with ourselves to find out like, hey, what's really going on with me? In order for us to figure out what's going on with us and move forward, we need to figure out how we're doing right now. So I want to hear from you. Comment below. Let's talk about this. Let's have a judgment-free conversation. And let's just do like a brief check-in. Like, seriously, how are you? Okay, so I'm asking you how you're doing. How am I doing? I pose this question because I kind of need to do a check-in today. So I'm on my way out the door. I'm working at the Chicago Botanic Gardens this morning for a few hours. And then I got to come home and I've got to work on my syllabus. I've talked about in these videos that tomorrow I start teaching at Northeastern Illinois University. I'm teaching two college courses. It's my first time teaching college courses. I've done workshops and I've taught classes in the past, but this is my first time teaching at a college level and I'm super excited about it. I'm crazy excited about it, but I'm also like, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. So like, how am I doing? I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. I'm feeling like I got a lot on my plate right now. But you know, I just have a lot on my plate and I just kind of have to figure it out, but I just have to keep breathing and I just have to keep moving forward and kind of compartmentalize my day and be like, okay, this is what I'm doing this morning. And then this afternoon, I'm going to come home and I'm going to work on the syllabi and get that ready for tomorrow and just continue to breathe. But yeah, I mean, I'm feeling overwhelmed, but I'm also kind of ready for this next adventure as well. So it's funny how they kind of go hand in hand sometimes. So that's how I'm doing. I want to hear how you're doing. Comment below. Let's talk about this. Let's have a judgment-free conversation and let's support each other in what we're doing because that's what these questions are all about. And while you're here, subscribe. Come hang out with us. This is kind of a cool place to be. And tell a friend because the more people that are part of this conversation, the sooner we can change the world. Thanks.